Coming up on SLEDHEAD 24/7, get ready for a new season on the snow. It all kicks off at a one-of-a-kind celebration known as Haydays. Over-the-top fun? You bet. We'll check in with Cat, Polaris and Ski-Doo for the latest news and information. What's the best way to dress for success on a ride? Head for the mountains of Canada for a photo shoot with FXR as they unveil new ways for warmth. A preview of AMSOIL Championship Snocross with stories, schedules, and some spectacular competition. And Launching Levi Lavallee is getting ready to celebrate the new season the only way he knows how, by going big. Strap in, SLEDHEAD 24/7 is next.
Greetings everyone and welcome to another season of SLEDHEAD 24/7, the show all about snowmobiles. I'm your host, Chelsea Skorich. You may know me from announcing at ISOC, but just like you, I can't wait to get out on the snow. Let's take a look at what lies ahead.
When the first flakes start to fall, we want to be ready. SLEDHEAD 24/7 and our team of tech experts share tips and tricks on how to get your sled ready and the latest gear and gadgets. If you like racing, it gets better. Exclusive coverage from AMSOIL Championship Snocross as the world's greatest in snowcross battle on extreme tracks. From cross country to ice racing to hill climbs, we've saved a front row seat for you. Looking for a great destination? We'll steer you to the world's greatest places to ride with world-class riders. From the best trails to the hottest cup of coffee in the morning. Thinking about buying a new sled? Wait until you get the latest news from our dedicated staff of test riders. Ride, rate, and review. It's what they do. But just maybe what we enjoy most is sharing stories about people like you. Spending time with folks who embrace the snowmobile lifestyle. Simply put, if it happens on a snowmobile, you'll see it first on SLEDHEAD 24/7.
That's what you can expect this season from SLEDHEAD. Now we're going to check out the unofficial start to winter. This year, it was the 50th anniversary at Haydays.
The first stop on our Haydays tour de force, the good folks in Cat.
You know, we're here at Haydays and waiting to debut our new sled. Yeah, we're just here at Haydays getting ready to unveil our new sled for the season. Pretty stoked. Big crowd, nice weather here at Haydays.
He's bigger than life. 10-time national snowcross champion, Tucker Henry.
Hanging out here at Haydays 2016, getting things dialed in for the season and getting excited for sure.
Stoked to be here, kind of light at the end of the tunnel with winter coming. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to put the work hat away and grab the helmet and go ride.
But at Haydays, it's all about the new, and there was plenty of that from the R&D team at Cat.
This year, obviously, we got to introduce 3 new snowmobiles. Pretty excited about the first one being the Cat cross-country sled. The guy wants to go race the I-500, and then one week, and then the next week he's back to trail riding. He can do it with that sled. So.
New this year, an EFI that gives Cat racers the edge for a smart stunt.
You know, snowcross racing is so key to get the whole shot that you got to be spot on with your performance of the engine. So with this new electronic fuel injection system, it's going to be spot on. It's going to give the racer the best chance throughout the entire day. 2017, we introduced our 998 Turbo to our 9000 series sleds with the ZR and the XF and the high country, but we didn't introduce it in the mountains. But now with the 998 Turbo, we've been able to drop some weight. It's a beast. I mean, it beast in a good way. It lets you do things that you didn't think you'd be able to do.
Meet the new kids on the block, the Arctic Cat Black Cats. Bad to the bone and ready to head to the mountains. The Black Cats are legendary out west backcountry riders.
We wanted to kind of bring them into a team to where they can help promote Arctic Cat, but also really help promote just the backcountry riding.
Yeah, I'm super fired up. As you can see, it's got a supercharger on it, so definitely not going to be lacking any horsepower in the backcountry this year.
It's just a new thing Arctic Cat's got coming, and stay tuned. There's going to be some sweet stuff we're going to be coming up with. There's only 4 of these sleds in the world, and I'm lucky enough to have one of them.
There's a lot of anticipation that it's going to be a good snow year, so we're pretty excited to get out there with the new product.
Well, Haydays is always a great time, but now I'm joined by Arctic Cat legend PJ Wanderscheid. Now PJ, it's getting really close to sled season. I'm getting excited. What are a few things that people need to do to get ready?
The main thing is make sure that your sled is in running condition. So if you need any parts or anything like that, get them on order before the snow flies. A couple big things you want to keep track of: make sure your track tension is right, make sure you're adjusted right, you're not derailing, you're not spitting that track out the back. Belt, make sure your belt is in good condition, you have a spare. And then the third thing is just make sure your gas is fresh. Get those carburetors clean. If you have an EFI, just change out the fuel and everything is fresh and ready to go for that first snowfall.
Well, thank you, PJ. Those were a few great tips to get you guys ready for the snow season. We'll be back with more after this.
Still ahead, we'll check in with Polaris as we check out a game-changing sled, the 600R. Time-tested and proved on the ISOC race circuit, it's now available for weekend warriors. Tech expert Jeff Fisher is on the prowl, looking for scoops at Haydays. Fish will share what he caught and go behind the scenes on a photo shoot with FXR, deep in the mountains of North Country.
SLEDHEAD 24/7 is brought to you by AMSOIL, the first in synthetics, Polaris, Terrain Domination, Arctic Cat, Share Our Passion, Ski-Doo Snowmobiles, FXR, World-Class Outerwear, and by Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram.
Now, when you mention Polaris, a few things come to mind. Freight sleds, plenty of history. And back when I was 12 years old, my very first snowmobile crush, one of their riders, Levi Lavallee. Now let's take it back to Haydays and check out what Polaris had to offer.
Haydays is always the kickoff, you know, it's kind of getting close to the season, and I can't wait for some cold weather and some snow.
We're getting ready to sign some autographs for the fans and just having a good time. The weather's awesome, mid-60s and sunny out, so hopefully have a good rest of the day. Upcoming season's going to be pretty sweet. We got some big things planned, and hopefully we get a good snow year so we can get out there and do some riding.
At Haydays, fans get a chance to meet and greet their favorite racers. Some one-on-one time with the best in the biz.
I'm from southern Colorado, where we get lots and lots of deep snow in our awesome mountains, and definitely big plans. Going to be out with a lot of people and big fun. The Axis has been awesome. Really had a great year with them last year. Looking forward to another year this season.
But Polaris was ready for some breaking news, and it's big. A new game changer is out, the 600R. A sled that's been tested and proven on the always tough ISOC circuit.
Yeah, something cool here at Haydays this year. We introduced our new model year 17 race sled, the new 600R. It's a big improvement for us as far as ergonomics for the rider. We've completely changed the steering system. Because of the plastic is so ergonomically correct, we had to change the steering system to allow the driver to get in a position to maximize cornering. Along with that, it's a new exhaust system. We were able to make some improvements there. And the cool thing was we were able to test this all last year with really good success in the ISOC Pro Open class with several wins. So we're excited that it's race proven and it's durable and coming to the track this year for all the stock guys.
Haydays is also known for its over-the-top fun and games. And who knows better than Levi Lavallee? He holds the world's record for jumping a snowmobile. Hang on.
We're at Haydays this weekend for the 50th anniversary. You know, it's a big Haydays. I've been coming for over 25 years now, and to be to be able to do a jump on the 50th anniversary is quite an honor for me. So we're going to be doing an over 200-foot jump, and hopefully all goes well. We land safely on this side. I'm going to turn around, I'm going to high-five the crowds, toast Red Bulls, and celebrate after that. So that's the plan. We're going to do some speed tests now, just trying to get a little bit more speed, and hopefully we get, you know, a number that we're happy with, and then we got the big jump coming up later this afternoon.
Roger, no, we're kind of checking the wind. It's been a little bit breezy. It's starting to calm down, so I just got up to the highest point, this landing, and you know, it feels pretty good. I think it's getting close to game time. Everything went awesome. You know, we took off from the start and hooked up awesome. I got a decent drive coming down that ramp, and man, you're coming into that ramp at 70 mile an hour. I checked the radar, 69.8 we had on it, so just about 70, and it was crazy. It almost felt like I went higher than any of my practice jumps before, because I got up there and I'm like, wow, the landing's way down there, way down there. So I come wheeling in. You know, as I was falling, I really tried to focus on keeping the nose down because I could feel the front end trying to lift. And I came in, set her down, had tons of room to run out. So I mean, it went perfect.
When SLEDHEAD 24/7 returns, Jeff Fisher has been hiking around Haydays. From swap meets to grass drags, Fish ends up at Ski-Doo for the latest news. Are you ready? The 2016-2017 AMSOIL Championship Snocross is here. Can Tucker Hibbert continue to dominate and repeat as champion? Has Cody Cam mended, and is he ready to join the championship chase? Double trouble in the form of Tim Tremblay and Lincoln Lemieux. The team from Shearing Speed Sports feel this is their year. The ISOC schedule includes the classic season opener at Duluth and ends on the venerable ski hills of Grand Geneva. New tour stops include Colorado and Dubuque, Iowa. For details, log on to snowcross.com.
Welcome back to SLEDHEAD 24/7. I'm your host, Chelsea Skorich. Here at SLEDHEAD 24/7, our mantra is ride, rate, review. Our veteran tech expert, Jeff Fisher, is amid the crowd in Haydays. He is zoomed in on Ski-Doo. Let's go take a look.
It's officially the start of the snowmobile season. We're in Minnesota at the Haydays Grass Drags. This is their 50th anniversary. It's bound to be just fantastic.
How's it going? Enjoying Haydays. It's awesome. Sunny. Oh yeah. Weather's nice. Hanging out with everybody. It's good to see everyone after spending all summer just working. So.
Oh, just here at the Ski-Doo booth talking about the new 850 and just getting stoked for winter, basically.
You know, you'll find everything at Haydays. I found Carl Brewster. Carl, you know, Carl, we got to get up and ride this year. I know you're getting a little rusty. You know, I got to come up and kind of give you a few pointers again and get you all tuned up, don't I?
I'd appreciate that, you know, but I actually rode my snowmobile down here. It got a little warm, you know, but we stopped in the ponds on the way here. A little bit of dew on the grass this morning.
A little watercross.
Sliders. Yeah, maybe I could ride one of your watercross sleds.
You know, maybe we should get you on a watercross sled, at least for the water segments, right?
Yeah, that's right.
We got all kinds of this. We got race sleds over here. We got the new Can-Am X3 over there. We got the Gen 4 revs up here. We got the 850 motors. Buddy, you're in the right spot.
The new 850 from Ski-Doo is going to kill everything this year. Can't wait to get on my sled and go rip it.
We actually spent quite a bit of time on the 850 and we've rode it for probably a few seasons now. And It's nice that it has a throttle response, just like you would expect out of a motocross style dirt bike. Like, just super instant and really predictable, but man, has it got wicked throttle response.
It's your awareness up there. Take some classes. Do level 1. Go beyond on the snow.
We're here at Ski-Doo and we're going through a course called Backcountry Ascenders. What this course does is it makes you familiar and kind of tests you on your abilities and your knowledge of avalanche and terrain in the mountains. They're putting it on. All the manufacturers are getting involved and trying to teach us how to be more aware about avalanches and our backcountry riding.
So Backcountry Ascender is it's an online gamification platform that encourages backcountry safety and education, but what it does is it allows users to compete against each other and enjoy the learning process, all the while getting them closer to take on snow in-person courses.
Decided to implement it to my clients and figure out creative ideas to get more people learning about it, being excited about it, and I think this program is the right start.
One of my favorite things on a Monday morning is to get together at work and we talk about the weekend's ride. And without a doubt, somebody always brings up the fact that they got first tracks on a fresh groom trail. What do we need to get that fresh groom trail experience? So we went to the Range Trail Committee and we asked them, what are you guys experiencing with your groomers that any kind of problems that we can help you with? And the first thing they told us was that the hydraulics don't work until we're 7 to 8 miles down the trail. So we looked at the fluid that was in it and it obviously wasn't doing what it needed to do. We looked at our cold temperature products and our cold temperature hydraulic oil and we swapped it out. One of the first things they saw was the hydraulic oil worked immediately. The hydraulics came to life, no need to drive down the trail. Everything was working like it should right from the start. So smooth trails means happy riders, which means more riders. These guys are out there every day working, providing that trail experience for the rider.
Still ahead, go behind the scenes with folks at FXR Photo Shoot and discover new ways for warmth all winter long.
SLEDHEAD 24/7 is brought to you by AMSOIL, the first in synthetics. Stud Boy, traction with an attitude. Straight line performance. Ziegler Cat, exceptional service backing the best equipment. The U.S. Air Force, aim high.
Welcome back to SLEDHEAD 24/7, the show about everything snowmobile. When you're out and about on the trail, FXR is the gear that you're going to want to wear to stay warm and look cool. We were lucky enough to tag along with FXR on a photo shoot in deep powder country.
When it comes to riding, where you ride is almost as important as what you wear when you ride.
Pretty good so far, you know. We got like a foot of snow last night and a foot of snow the night before that.
FXR has consistently stepped it up with innovative ways to stay warm on a sled.
I'm wearing the Maverick Light with the 4-way stretch. The color options are pretty endless. They're awesome.
Here we are today, man, on a beautiful day. Shoot a bunch of FXR stuff. We got tons of new great colors, new options, new helmets. I mean, just tons of great stuff out here to check it out and get some great shots and have some fun with friends.
The folks behind the scenes at FXR bring decades of experience of clothing, design, and time in the saddle. This is gear for riders, designed by riders. Earlier in the day, the FXR team staged a fashion show. Heads turned and kept warm.
Hi, my name is Maria Sandberg and you're watching SLEDHEAD 24/7.
FXR proudly continues the tradition of being the official clothing sponsor for track workers and broadcasters at each AMSOIL Championship Snocross event. Track workers who literally stand outside for 14+ hours know what quality feels like. Meanwhile, back on the mountain, the sheer beauty of a snowy day on the trail is a moment to cherish. And FXR Outerwear makes all of this possible.
FXR in the mountains, it's picture perfect and toasty warm. Well, that's all the time we have for this week's episode, but remember, we're always live on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also check us out on SLEDHEAD24-7.com.
Join us next week on SLEDHEAD 24/7. We're headed to Jackson Hole, Wyoming for the ultimate hill climb. He's arguably the greatest snowcross racer of all time, but there's much more to Tucker Hibbert's story. Discover how Tucker gives back to the community. And go one-on-one with Brett Turcotte.
We're gonna go ride trees. The best way to describe that is we're all just gonna go get stuck.
As he shares backcountry riding at its best. We'll see you next week on SLEDHEAD 24/7.